Hello, I am Bhargavi Nadig and I'm studying in BMS College of Engineering. I'm currently doing my fifth sem in Information Science and Engineering, and I got the opportunity to be part of this internship at the end of fourth sem where I applied and I got in. I was so excited to be part of this internship, especially because this is my first ever internship. And it was a very nice experience to learn something new for about 2 months. So, I will continue with the presentation. Firstly, I will talk about the first things that were covered in the internship. So they were basically HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So HTML, it's the fundamental building block of web pages, and it uses tags to define elements like headings, paragraphs. It uses semantic tags, and there are form tags, which helps user to give various input types. And there are links with tag A, that is which links and connects pages. There are images, and there are tables that can organize data into rows and columns. There is div and span tag for group content and styling. HTML5 introduces new semantic elements like header, nav, main, footer, etc. Now, let's look at the HTML features. So, essential features that enhance web page functionality and user experience is what HTML is mainly. Meta tags provide metadata for browsers. It provides audio video elements that can be added. Local storage stores data in the browsers. There are web APIs that provide access to device features. Moving on, we have CSS, which is cascading style sheets. So, looking at the fundamentals of CSS, it controls the visual presentation. So, the design of the web page and etc. The selectors target specific HTML elements for styling. So, there are properties that define colors, font, spacing, and sizes. There is a box model, which includes margins, border, padding, and content. There are grid systems, and transitions and animations can be added to give that visual effect. So, some other basic concepts. There are selectors target HTML elements like element, class, ID selectors. So these can be used to target the design of specific elements only. So colors use hex codes, RGB or color names. Fonts include we have font family, font size, font weight, margins, especially in the box model. Margin creates space outside elements. Padding adds the space inside elements. Border styles element edges with width, style, color. Width and height control the element dimensions. Okay, now coming to JavaScript. It is the main programming language. It is what adds interactivity and makes the web page dynamic. Because without JavaScript, a web page is static. So variables store data using let, const, and var keywords like variable or constant can be stored. Functions encapsulate the reusable blocks. Events respond to user interactions. We have DOM, which makes HTML dynamic. Arrays and objects, they organize complex data structures. They are conditional statements, if or else. That is what it controls the program flow. And then we have loops that iterate through data collections. Now, other JS features, modern JavaScript, it's capable of building complex applications, and it has async await, which handles asynchronous operations. Now, fetch API is what enables the HTTP request to servers, and classes provide oops features. Error handling can be done using the try catch blocks, and regular expressions can be used for the pattern matching. And JSON format is used for the exchange between client and server. Next, we will look into document object model or DOM. So, it is a programming interface for HTML documents that represents a page structure. So, it's a tree-like structure with nodes basically. Get element by ID, it selects the elements by unique identifiers like The ID basically. There are query selector and query selector all. Find elements using CSS selectors. In our HTML and text content, they modify the element content that is used for modification. Style property, it directly manipulates inline styles. So these are some of DOM methods, like we have get element by ID, by class name, or by tag name, and then we have query selectors, selector all, etc. We can modify the content like we saw. We can use element.text content, inner HTML or style, etc. And we can add or remove elements by using create element, append child, remove child, etc. Now coming to the MERN stack overview. So the main concept that has been covered in the internship is the MERN stack. So it's a full stack JavaScript solution for building web pages. MongoDB, firstly, it's a NoSQL database that is used to store flexible data. And Express.js is a web framework for Node.js in the backend. React is used in the front end to build user interface. Node.js, it's a JavaScript runtime for server side. And JavaScript is the single language that is used across the entire stack. JSON data format is throughout there in the application. RESTful APIs, they design the client-server communication. Component-based architecture for maintainable code. Now, the developmental flow of MERN stack. So end-to-end development process from database to user interface is what we can see. MongoDB, it stores the application data in JSON-like documents. Express.js, it creates the REST APIs, basically the endpoints for data accessing. React component, it fetches data and renders user interface. Node.js, it handles the server-side logic and the API requests. React router manages client-side navigation. Axios or Fetch API, they handle the HTTP requests. Okay, now coming to the overview of what we did in the internship or what our project was about, how we used a MERN stack in our project, what was the requirement of the project, and what tools that we used to get that done. So, okay, our project was mainly a online property booking platform or an accommodation booking platform called Homely Hub. So the users basically they can browse properties, images, amenities, and maps, and they can book their stays by selecting the number of dates they want to stay and the number of guests that are there. It supports user authentication, profile management, and a secure payment system and verification. Users can also see their bookings, and a user he can book as well as he can provide accommodations for others to book. So it gives that facility as well, this app. And this uses React for front end, Redux tool for state management, Axios for API calls, and Node Express backend for handling data. Okay, so the basic architecture and design. Front end and back end, like I discussed, it's React handles the UI, Axios communicates with backend APIs. Then there are reusable components for properties, payments, maps, and models. State management is covered by Redux toolkit. It is what manages the booking, payment, etc. There are async and API calls. That is what fetches data and it handles bookings and user actions. User experience, it includes loading spinners, models, and responsive design. Payment flow, there is two steps. One is the initiation of the payment, and there is also verification that the payment is done. And there are error handlings where it displays error and it prevents, unnecessary actions or stuff like that. Now coming to the project implementation, there are a few main file codes that cover particular functions. So I have briefed them into the upcoming slides now. So filter, it is a button that it opens filter model when clicked, letting users apply the filter. Suppose like if they want to stay for only some days or they have some guests, they can filter out. So yeah, filter pop-up is what basically does that. They can filter their accommodations and stuff I just said. Header displays the site logo, there is a search bar, there is filter and the login state of the user. Main is the layout component that it wraps pages with a header at the top and footer at the bottom. Property list, it fetches and displays paginated property cards like with animation showing each property's image, name, address, price, map, etc. Search lets users filter properties by destination, date, range, number of guests. So basically, the search bar offers these many uh, properties that they can filter out. Map component, it shows a map with a marker for a property location. Model is full screen overlay showing, it shows a gallery of images. Payment form, it handles the booking input and price calculation. The property amenities, it displays a list of amenities that are offered by a property. Property image, it displays the images of the property. Property listing, it displays detailed information about the property with its map, description, images, amenities, etc. Property map info, it displays a map showing the property location. Okay. Uh, Now coming to the accommodation, it handles the API calls for accommodation. There is booking action, it handles fetching booking data from the backend. Payment action, it handles payment processes by creating a checkout session and verifying the payment. Property action, it fetches all properties from the backend. Property details actions, it is the detailed information of single property by its ID. User action handles user authentication. It can be profile updates or password management and logout. All of this is done by calling API endpoints. Store.js, it combines all feature slices into a single Redux store. Um, Lastly, these are few extra. App.js, it sets up routing for the entire application. And then main index.js, it's used for rendering the React app into the DOM. vt-config, it sets up with React plugin and configures a proxy. So API requests are basically forwarded to the backend at HTTP localhost 8080. Not found, it renders a user-friendly 404 page. Progress steps, it uses a navigation bar with links for user, profile, bookings, and accommodation. So, yes, this was mainly the project implementation that I wanted to cover in the presentation. Now, I want to just show the VS Code. Just a minute. Yes, I hope it's visible. Yeah. So, basically, I covered all of the main parts in the PPT itself. But I'll just like go through. This is the backend env file where the port number is given, and this is the local host. This is for accessing the URL. This is used. This is the backend part, and in front end we have assets. These are, for example, images that are used for properties. An example, and in the SRC, we have components mainly. These are the accommodation things that are covered. That if a user is providing accommodation, they can give all of this address field, accommodation form, the amenities field, the amenities that are providing, that they are providing, images they can upload, and etc. And in the home, we have filter model, that things that I just discussed. There is a footer, header, like this. Main.jsx property list, that is what it has. The card, this card is what when a property card is clicked, it navigates to a different URL, and there the different properties are shown. And there is search.jsx. This basically handles the all the search in the search bar. Yeah, these are my bookings, payment, property listing, etc. Yeah, these are the progress steps and not found, what it'll do when it's not found. Okay, and store, yes. Here, accommodation, booking, payment, property details, all of this that was covered in the PPT is here, the code for that. And we have app.jsx. We have vtech config. Yes. Okay. Now I would like to execute the program. Let me just split the terminal into backend and frontend. So now currently it is in Homely Hub. So I will change the directory to backend and I use npm run dev for it to run. Now we'll come to the front end part. Here also I will change the directory to front end and we use npm run dev here as well. So yes, we got the localhost link. So we will follow link. Yes, just a second. Let me change this to the browser. Yes. I think it's yes. I hope it's seen. Yeah. Okay. So this is basically the uh, front page or the home page of our Homely Hub website. So here we can see the Homely Hub logo, and whenever this is clicked, it refreshes the page. This is the profile icon. So if we click that, we can log in. I have already logged in. So if you're a new user, you can use new user. You can register using your name, email, password, and you can confirm password, put phone number, and you can register. But since I have already logged in, I will just go here and do login. So as we can see, this is the login page. So it gives a change your password pop-up as well. So to avoid any data breach, we can just click on OK and move ahead. So yes, now we can see that the profile is updated. Here there is my account and logout page. I'll come to that a little later. Okay, so this is the header part where there is the search bar. Yes, so here we can search our destinations. For example, if we go to Goa and search, yes, so these are the destinations that are specifically in Goa. That's what comes. Now we can put start date, like suppose 26th, we can put end date and search. Sorry. Uh, yes. Or we can add number of guests, like maybe 8. It gives the properties that can accommodate 8 guests. This is the search bar basically. This icon is used to search. Now, this is the filter icon where we can filter our price range. We can add maybe like I want only from 1600 to 3000, stuff like this. And the property type, so basically in this website, there are accommodations of house, flat, guest house, and hotel. So we can just filter it again by choosing one of them. And the room types that are available are there is an entire home, a room, or any type. So you can click any one of them and that will be selected for you. Only those will be displayed. And these are the different amenities that you can choose by clicking here. This is used by button tab. Yes, so after all of this, you can click on apply filters. Or if you selected and you don't want, you can put clear also. Okay, going back. Uh, okay, let's just explore my account. Let's go to my account. So here there are 3 things: my profile, my bookings, and my accommodation. So in my profile, we will have full name of the user. We'll have their email address here and the date they joined on. So we can use edit profile to edit in case we want to edit anything and we can update it. So we can see edit profile, the URL got changed. Or we can use change password as well. So if that is it is not yet allowed, then this is the friendly 404 page not found, the one that I showed in the code. So let's just go back to home page. Just a second. Yes. So my bookings. These are the bookings that the user has already done. It will come here. Let's go to my accommodations. Here, if the user wants to provide an accommodation, they can, like by pressing on add new place, they can give the title of their accommodation. They can provide its address, area, city, state, pin code, etc. They can upload how many ever photos they want. They can give the description of their accommodation and their place. Here, this is a drop down to provide the property type, drop down to provide room type. Here are the number of amenities, and they can add some extra info about it if they want. They can put in check-in time, check-out time, maximum guests that are allowed, and price per night, and they can save it so that it appears here, and other users can get to book the same accommodation as well. Let's just go here once again. Yeah, I think I covered things that are here. So let's go to the home page and explore the home page first. So these are the different properties that are available. We can use this to navigate to the next page as well, and we can come back also. Now suppose a user wants to maybe book a super premium apartment. So let's just click this. It's in. So when we hover, this comes. What all comes? The name of the property, where it is mainly located, Jaipur, Rajasthan, and its pin code, area, city, pin code, everything. And then 3,500 per night, the cost. So whenever we hover on any of the property card, these are the few details that always come. So let's book super premium apartment. Fine. So, firstly, the URL got changed, and now we are in the super premium apartment. Here it says where it is, and these are a few of the images of that property. So, this is the accommodation images, room image, etc. So, when we go down, there is the description of it. Here, the description of the accommodation is given, and it also says how many number of guests it allows max. It also says what this place offers. So it gives free parking, AC, and TV. Now, there are some extra infos about check-in time, check-out time, and stuff. This is basically the map which says, see, Jaipur, Rajasthan. Yes. Now we can go ahead and book this. It says price 3,500 per night. This is to book. So let's try booking this. Maybe we will choose uh, a Saturday and till 5th. Yes, a Wednesday. These many days. Number of guests, we'll give 3 because it says max number of guests are 4. We can give 4 also. I've given 3. We can enter a name uh, and phone number. Yes. And then we can book this place. So basically, here the price is multiplied with respect to the number of nights that they are staying, and that is how the total price is calculated. So let's book this place. These are the booking details. So it says the day of the check-in, the day of the checkout, the number of guests, and number of nights that they are staying. Now we can proceed to payment. Yes. So Homely Hub, it says it's secure payment. Payment is to the Homely Hub. It gives the order ID of this particular order as well. So again, it's kind of like a bill. So property is a super premium apartment, check-in, check-out, guests, nights, and total amount is given. So I can either cancel this payment or confirm payment. So we'll try both. Suppose I cancel payment. So it comes back for this. Maybe I don't want to book this. So we'll go book something else. Let's book Sunny Side Up. Yes. So here it offers max number of guests is 8. So maybe we'll give 6. And then start date, we'll give the same. Okay. Now, this I want to book. So maybe I will confirm payment and it says the booking is completed and this comes back to my bookings. So in my account, if I go and I go to my bookings, I will get to know that okay, sunny side up, I have booked it. So it gives the day, the date of my entry and exit in the sense check in and check out, and the total price. So it is done. Yes. And then I can go back to my home page. If I am done, I can click on my profile icon and log out. So yes, this again becomes blank. I can click this to log in again. So yes, this was about the Homely Hub project, and I had a really nice time learning um, new things or learning about MERN stack through this internship, and it was a very great opportunity and experience. Thank you so, so much. Bye.